Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. This is Topsy Gifts, and I'm here in Ivano-Frankivsk, Ukraine. So, I hope you can hear me today. Yesterday was crazy. I really want to apologize for yesterday. I sincerely do not know what happened to my uh, Facebook. Like, what happened to my phone? Okay, the phone was just misbehaving yesterday, but it's well. We're doing this topic whether the devil likes it or not. Aha! My husband is here, Clemsy Clement. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Ma Miriam. Thank you for joining. Hello, Sir Daniel. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Please, as you come in, help me share the video and invite your friends. Hello, my lady. Thank you for joining. My husband is saying, hello, sweetheart. You look stunning. Woo-hoo. Thanks to you. You make me look stunning. Thank you so much. So share the video, guys. Share the video and invite your friends. Hello, sir. Nat Song Joseph. Thank you for joining. God bless you. We're going to be discussing an interesting topic, but it's very important topic, in as much as the topic is kind of sensitive, but it's very important. Most people don't really want to talk about extra marital affairs. Hello, sir Mickey. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Hello, my Elizabeth Gifts. The gift there is my namesake. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Good to have you back again after what happened to us yesterday. It is well. Hello, my Faith. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Hello, my Honor. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Please help me share the video. Share. And invite your friends. Share, and invite your friends. So we will be talking about a very interesting topic today that says, should childlessness be a reason for extramarital affair? Should childlessness be a reason for extramarital affair? You know, there was a program I did a few months ago, and then I was telling to ladies and guys that there are several questions they're supposed to ask before they get married, and those questions that were in that video were questions that was not common. Okay, because that's not what religious people would tell you to ask a man or a woman if they want to get married. It's like, wow, it does not sound proper for you to ask a man some sensitive questions, or for you to ask a woman some sensitive questions before you say yes, or before you get married, before you tie the knot. Hello, my love it. Thank you for joining. Hello, Liga. Thank you for joining. Hello, Sachooks. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Hello, my love. Thank you for joining. God bless you. So in that video, just like I was saying, you know, I just blew I just blew everything up, and I was like, you have to be realistic, you have to be truthful to yourself, you have to speak the truth, you have to be open, you have to say those things that religious people will naturally will not want you to say, but it is of necessity for you to say, for you to ask those important questions. And you know, that video was just awesome, and I got a lot of you know, thumbs up, a lot of thank you for that video. Hello, my blessing. Thank you for joining. And, you know, people were thanking me that I was for real. I was for real. I spoke the truth. Okay, so it's high time we start telling ourselves the truth, because if we don't, we hide under pretense and end up, you know, making a lot of mistakes and having to regret and wishing that we can turn back the hands of time, and that's not possible. That's not possible. Then you end up broken, heartbroken, you end up in pain, you end up as a single mother, as a single father, you end up in pain, you end up in regret, you start carrying over pain, you start carrying over hate, you start, you know, maltreating other people who come into your life because of your past experience and all that. You know, something you would have probably averted by just asking a common sense questions. Okay, So, but that's not what we're talking about. For those of you who missed that video, please go check it out. It's on my YouTube channel, Taps the Gift. You're gonna see it. So, questions to ask your spouse before you get married. But today we're talking about, should childlessness be a reason for, extramarital affair? So the reason why I brought out that question, hello sir, Tukabari, thank you so much for joining, God bless you. Hello sir, Meka Felix, thank you for joining, God bless you. So the reason why I brought about that question, the video I did previously, was because most people don't get to discuss about children before they even tie the knot, before they say, yes, I want to marry you, or yes, let's do this, let's do that. Hello Sir Philip, thank you for joining, God bless you. So most people don't even remember. They are just being carried away with the wind of love, infatuation, what's the word? They just can't wait to get married, to be called Mr. or Mrs., So I read a book that called that feeling, and in love feeling, I think that was the word. So they're just so in love that they forgot reality was going to set in after the whole glamour. So people don't get to discuss about children. They forget that either the wife or the man might not want children. If you come to developed countries, some women don't want to give birth to children, right? So and then the man finds himself in such a relationship, and they already tied the knot and all that, and they both begin to feel depressed or pain. This person is saying something else and this other person is saying something else. So discuss the very important questions before you actually tie the knot. So, should childlessness be a reason for extramarital affairs? Please, if you have any comments, if you have okay, this is supposed to be a question, right? So if you have an answer, please drop it. I will appreciate if you drop it on the comment box. Hello JJ Jax, thank you so much for joining. Should childlessness be a reason for extramarital affair? What do you think? Should it be? If yes, drop it. If no, please drop the comment. I would be glad to read those beautiful comments of yours. So let's first and foremost define what childlessness means. Now, childlessness simply means inability to have a child, right? Something like that. When a couple is not being able to have children, or when a woman is not being able to conceive, or when a man is not being able to, impregnate his wife. So they probably are experiencing a period of childlessness and having no issue of theirs in that home. Okay, so we could assume that is childlessness. So as simple as that definition sounds, as simple as that word sounds, childlessness, it's causing a lot of chaos. I just want to tell people today that childlessness is not a curse. C-U-R-S-E, it's not a curse. Childlessness is not a curse. Nobody predicts children. Nobody gives, you don't give birth to children. You don't as in you don't bring children to the world. Like, you just decide that I'm giving birth and it just happens. It's like nature out of it, God out of it. I'm just giving birth and it's just going to happen. All right. So children are God's heritage. Children are God's blessings. So if you don't have a child, it's not a curse. Africans, humans are supposed to understand that childlessness is not a curse. All right. Childlessness is not a curse. That's one thing we should all understand. It is not a curse. And when we understand that childlessness is not a curse, then there are so many burdens that will be lifted from our hearts. There are so many things that will change. Our ideas about children, our ideas about having children will change. It would change totally. Our idea of marriage will also change, because some people think that it is children that makes up a home, that for you to be a certified father or a mother, you must have a child. Who said so? Who said so? Where is it written, please? Where is it? Where, I don't know. Where is that coming from? So children are God's gifts, okay? And if you don't have a child, it does not mean that it's a curse that God cursed you. No. There are so many reasons why you might probably be having problem having children. So the man needs to understand and the woman needs to understand, so that they don't bring in third party into their marriage and ruin their union. That union is supposed to be blessed of God. So childlessness is not supposed to be a reason why we should all go our separate ways and cheat on our spouses or live our lives because why? They assume that she is impotent. No, he is impotent. Or she is, she's not able to conceive. So she is the wife I'm talking about here, right? And then he is the husband. So because the husband is impotent, or the husband is having a problem, having low sperm count or having a lot of issues, being able to pregnant his wife, the wife just goes around, have sugar sons, sugar boys, any person that comes around, she just sex the person, she just enjoy her life because she feels like, what's there? I can't live my life like this now, right? For what? Now, so I want the woman to understand, and I want the man to understand that it's not a curse. It's not a curse. So rather than just, wasting away your life thinking that, oh, because I don't have a child, then I am not complete, or I should just go about live my life the way I want it, whether it pleases myself, it pleases God, it pleases my husband, I will just go ahead and do it. Whether it pleases the society, it pleases environment, I don't care. It's my life, isn't it? Yeah, it's your life, but you are not a cursed human. God did not curse you. You are a blessing. You are a born blessing. You are a packaged blessing. Listen, there are millions of children out there without parents. I think in the developed world these days, people don't even waste time trying to, think whether having a child it's a blessing or a curse. Most people just go and adopt, even though they can conceive. They even go ahead to adopt. They tell you, I don't have time to go through the stress of labor and all that. They just go adopt children. And they, at the end of the day, they will everything to whatever they own to those children. It's all these things will end on this earth. You're not taking it to heaven. You're not taking it to anywhere. Everything is going to end here. So why kill yourself? Somebody saying sound. Yeah, please. What's happening with the sound today again? No, didn't tell me the sound is not. Let me try to play on my laptop. So, am I okay? Is the volume okay? Do I have a problem with sound? So, why do we have to kill ourselves? Because we were okay. John is saying it's fine. Thank you so much for that. So, okay, it's Adewale Richard. Thank you for joining. Sir, God bless you. He's saying great. You're great. All right. Thank you so much. So, why do we have to kill ourselves? Because we don't have our own biological children. I saw a quote. I saw a post today where a lady was asking that, is it biblical or is it in the Quran? Is there a scriptural backup where the woman would have to adopt her husband's name? Like, is it biblical or is it in the Quran? Is it a must? Like, should it be done? I just said to myself that all of these things are our own made laws, our own made cultures and traditions, and we are not taking it anywhere. It's going to end on this earth. So I am just amazed when people try to embrace culture and tradition and hold it to their neck and make it look like they don't do it, they are going to die or something is going to be taken away from them. You think God really cares? You think God is going to say, oh, because you did not obey tradition or you don't obey culture, you're not entering the kingdom, or something is wrong with you, or you're not going to inherit the throne, you're not going to be blessed? All of that, it's not. that had nothing to do with Christ, right? So when we don't have children on earth as our biological children, we are not supposed to just go around, flex, or cheat on our spouses, or dehumanize them, insult them, abuse them, use them, use bad words on our spouses because they are having problems conceiving. All right, so there are a lot of issues why people might not be able to have their own children, or are having problem, to have their own children. So I have some statistics here, and I hope it's going to help us. So in United States, this statistics was from 1976 down to 2014. We could see that 47.6% of people were childless in United States. And this census, according to U.S. Census Bureau, it's not just because these people were not able to conceive medically. It could be that they decided not to have children. And these guys, people are just living their lives. People are more concerned about having to impact life, having to be a blessing to another person, having to wipe away tears from people's eyes, having to just, be a blessing that God has packaged them to be, rather than going into, depression, emotional depression, trying to anxiety, trying to pass anger, all because you could not have children. So you become so angry, you become depressed, so many things, all because you cannot have children. Some people don't even remember that, oh, I don't even have the ability to have children. They don't even remember. They are just carried away by purpose. They are purpose consumed. They've discovered who they are and they are running with it. They don't even remember that having children is of great worth. It makes them look better or less. They don't even remember. Okay, so we need to understand that having or not having a child is not a curse. That you're not able to have a child is not a curse, and that is not a reason why you should go about live your life irrespective of who is hurt. I want to read your comment. I think I saw some comments. I'm trying to do it on my laptop. So it's crazy how that people are being consumed by whether or not they have children. And believe me, Africa, I don't know why I always look at Africa, because we need to adopt some a European idea. Some of the ways they sometimes live their lives. With a lot of things we condemn from the white man, but there are some things that are good about their ideology that can really help humans to reason better. Most of them don't care about having or not having children. Like here in Ukraine where I lived, I remember when I was pregnant, when you go to the hospital, you see people carrying their children. Now, you don't know if that is their biological children or not. They treat them equally. You don't see them treat the children that they adopted as though those are not their biological children. Every love that is expected of a parent is shown to these children. Is shown to them. So the children don't even feel indifference. They don't even know. They don't even feel the difference between having a true father and having an adopted parent and being an adopted child. So we need to adopt that idea. We need to adopt that reasoning. Africa, we need to wake up and look at the brighter side. That you not having a child, it's not a curse, and that is not a reason why you should go and live your life the way you want to live your life, because you don't care, because your husband is having a problem, is having a low sperm count, or is having a problem in pregnancy you, or your wife is having a problem having to carry her baby. All right, so she's not cursed. He is not cursed. And that's why I tell people, discuss some of these things before you say yes. It's gonna haunt you at the end. When the going start getting tougher, it is only those who do not have reason to say. I was listening to Dr. Miles Moron in one of his videos, and he was saying that any person that gives you a reason for loving you does not love you, does not deserve you. I was shocked at first, but when I started listening to the message, it was for real. They say, I love you because you're beautiful. I love you because you have a good shape. I love you because you're intelligent. So it means if that thing is taken away, there is no love. There is no love. Jesus did not love us because we were perfect, because we were this, we were that. All of those never counted. He loved us even when we knew him not. He loved us. So Dr. Miles Moron of blessed memory was saying, if a man tells you, I love you because you're intelligent, I love you because you have a good shape, I love you because you have a good long hair, I love you because you have nice nails, you have nice lips, your eyes are bright, oh, you're this. So every reason attached to him loving you, it means that if those reasons were taken away, or if those reasons will be taken away, it means that the love will disappear, because he will not see any other reason to love you. So discussing some vital issues, some vital points before you say yes is very important. Why? Because you don't know the person you're getting married to. If having a child is the definition of a home to him or her, so imagine if that is the idea, that is the mentality that is overrun the person's head, and eventually you get into that marriage and you're not able to have children. You are going to be frustrated. The man is going to make life hell to you, because there was a reason why he brought you into his home, into his house. So the reason was for children, was for bearing him children. So because that reason is missing, then you become insignificant, you become irrelevant, you are not important, because the thing that is supposed to make you look important is not there. So why can't we wake up and think for ourselves, having to reason together to understand the spouse that we are about to say yes to? So should childlessness be a reason why people should just go about living their lives? Have you seen married women having sugar sons in Africa? I've seen in Nigeria. I've seen. Why? Because the man is having sexual problem. He cannot either impregnate them, or the man cannot, is not sexually active. He cannot last very long in bed. So many reasons. So they take the man's money and give it to a younger boy who can sexually satisfy them. As long as they stay under the roof of the man, he buys them clothing, buy them the best cars, make them look beautiful outwardly, but they don't feel satisfied because of the sexual part of the man. So what they do, they take the man's money, make all the makeups, and get a young boy to, make them feel good. So while the man is in Meduguri, while the man is in Kano, the man is in Jos, he's in United States, he's in wherever country, the woman is having fun. She's not even missing. Anytime the man calls and say, I miss you, and she's saying, I miss you too, she's just lying to him. Why? Because she wish he can stay for many more months. Stay for 1 year, please, because I'm having fun with a younger man. Because he is energetic, he can satisfy me. Why? Because she sees that sex, having, to have sex or being able to impregnate a woman is what a man is all about. That is what makes a man a man. So there are situations whereby when couples get married and they are not able to conceive, you will see that not only the woman goes into depression, but the man begins to feel like he is not man enough. As much as is too much on the woman, because the woman is an emotional being, so she thinks about a lot. The man have a way of controlling himself, but the man is being laughed at when he have the opportunity to meet his friends. Friends laugh at him. A lot of things go on at his back because he's not able to impregnate a woman. So he feels that he's not complete. That to be a complete man is having the ability to impregnate a woman. So you see, can you imagine that kind of mentality? So the man is inwardly depressed. He's feeling incomplete. He is losing his self-esteem because he's not able to impregnate his wife. Now, on the other hand, the woman is feeling also depressed. She is so angry. She for every time she sees her period, she sees failure in her period. For every period that, for every month she goes through her menstruation period, she sees it as a failure of not being able to bring forth a child. So most of those women end up doing what? They end up running from one miracle center to another miracle center, seeking for a voice, seeking for help, seeking for a way to, solve their problems. And, most of them ends up sleeping with some of these so-called men of God, in order to get them pregnant so that they can go and look for a way to feel complete. Some of them go as far as buying babies, stealing babies, paying a little teenager to get pregnant for them and having to buy the baby and cover up the shame from the society. A lot of dubious thing goes on in our cultures and our society today, especially Africa. Why? Because there is this notion that being able to have a child makes you a complete woman, makes you a complete man. So the absence of children makes you a failure as a mother, makes you a failure as a father. So it makes women and men live all manner of immoral life. Why? Because they cannot contend with the fact that they don't have children. So not just that some of the men and women live an immoral life, have to, they go into extra-marital affair. They also, some men go as far as marrying a second wife, just to prove to the society, just to prove to the first wife, or to prove to people around, or to prove to whatever, that I am a man, I am man enough, I can bear children. It was that woman that is having the problem. I've been married for 10 years. She is the problem. Now, did you see now? I married a second wife. Just in a space of a year, I've been able to have a child. Oh, she was the problem. She was the problem. So it's as if the man is saying to the society, stone her, kill her. She was the problem. Stone her to death. Condemn her. She was the problem. So I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm the one who is clean, who is good. So everybody should see me as a man, because there's this ego that comes with you being able to have a child. So if you're able to have a child, it's like you are not a man. There is no marriage in heaven, and there will be no children in heaven. You think God cares so much to say, oh, your destiny is about having children? You think God brought you all the way to earth just to have children? Come on. Have you read in histories where men and women who lived life, who impacted generations and generations to come, most of them never had children? The man that made the light bulb that you're enjoying today does not have children. He didn't even have a wife. Thomas Edison never had one. I didn't hear of one. I didn't hear of his children. I didn't hear of Mary Slessor's children. Mother Teresa, I didn't hear. So there are people who have impacted our lives. They didn't have children. You think when they get to heaven, peradventure they gave their life to Christ, and when they get to heaven, God is going to say, hey, come, hey, Mary Slessor, come back here. You didn't have a child, so go to hell. Or Mary Slessor, come, Mother Teresa, come back here. You didn't have a child, so there is no reward for you. Oh, Thomas Edison, come back here, come back here. You didn't have a child, so there is no reward for you. You're not entering heaven. Heaven is meant for those who have children. Or there is no reward for those who did not have children. So all of you who have children, gather on my right hand. Those who do not have children, gather on my left hand. So you who had children all the while, take reward. You who did not have children, there's no reward for you. You think all of that, it's just earthly idea. These are just all man-made ideas. Was it not Paul that was telling his people that it's your choice to even get married? If you cannot hold yourself, if you cannot stay, if you cannot keep yourself, then get married. Then get married. Was it not Jesus that was asked in the book of Matthew, where they were asking him, oh, a man married a wife, and the woman did not bear him a child. The second brother had to take over the woman. The third brother had to do. The fourth, the fifth, unto the seventh. And none of them bear him a child. Who will inherit that woman in heaven? They were asking Jesus. They wanted to know. Religious people want to continue marriage in heaven. They want to be sure, hey, so what will happen? Who will be the wife of, who will be the husband of that woman? Jesus looked at them and said, there is none of those things. It was a shame. If I were those people, I'm sure I'm going to close my eyes. Oh my God, I wish I never asked the question. Jesus told them none of those things. There's no marriage. There's not those things. Those not happen in heaven. We don't do it. It's just we humans that are killing ourselves over having or not having children. How blessed would you be? How grateful will God be that you did not even have children, yet you loved your neighbors, you adopted others' children, you called them your own children, you showed people love, you showed them love, you were a blessing to them. How much joy would you bring to the heart of God? How much joy would you bring to the heart of those children? How much joy would you bring to the heart of humanity? You think God records how many children you have in heaven? You think all of those care? All of those counts? So you think if you are not having a child, it's a reason for you to go and live your life the way you want to live it. So Africa, we need to wake up. We need to wake up and, begin to reason for ourselves. Begin to think, ask questions, think twice. These things, are they right? Is it compulsory? Let me read some of your comments from my laptop here. Hezekiah is saying they don't have wife or children because they married their vision. Beautiful. They married their vision. They married their vision. They married their purpose. Now, which is more fulfilling? That a man found purpose and lived out his purpose and became a blessing to generations and became a blessing to humanity, and your God was glorified. Or a man lived his life, never fulfilled purpose, but have children. Which is more fulfilling in the eyes of God? A man lived and never had children, discovered purpose, became a blessing. The other one lived, never fulfilled purpose, but had children. Which is more fulfilling? To the eyes of men, is that one who had children is the one that did well, right? To the eyes of some men, because even I believe that some men who are thinking, who can ask questions and say thank you God for this person, will say is the one who lived a fulfilled life. What is life without purpose? What is life without purpose? For the Creator to have brought you here, He predestined you already. He had a reason for bringing you here. So you existed for 50 years and you never had anything to do with it. To do with the reason why you were here. You wasted your time and disappeared and went back. And you want the host of heaven to embrace you and say, oh, for having 20 children, congratulations. Or for wasting life. Purpose is more fulfilling. Thank you, sir. My husband is saying, purpose is more fulfilling. I can see John Ifeanyi is saying, lot of controversial situation arise here, ma. That is it. So people just want to live life, you know. That's why, for this same reason, for this same having children or not having children, most people even bring their parents into it. They make their parents dehumanize their wives and make the woman look like she is not complete human being because she's not able to conceive. So it's like giving a license to the man to go about and live the life he wants to live, as long as he can bring in a child. And some women had even, you know, said to themselves, my love, since I cannot bear you a child, it's okay. Any girl that can bear you a child, you are free. You are free to bring in, you are free to do whatever you know. So they can't, they are just feeling sad. Some of the women are even feeling sad and pushing their husbands and saying, go ahead. Live your life, go ahead. Test as many women as possible and get your children from them. Ezekiel is saying you are stirring up a controversial issue. Okay, why is it controversial? It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be with common sense. It's not supposed to be controversial. It's only for a cultural and it's not religious now, a traditionalist that will see this topic as controversial. It's not supposed to be controversial. This is truth spelled out. People are not ready to embrace truth. They are just too used to what they know, how it's done, how it's supposed to be. So any little change that comes into what they used to know, they will fight it. They don't want that truth. They can't imagine that what you are saying is truth. They want to hold on to what they were used to as truth. If I is saying a childless marriage has been tagged or assumed a failure and an evil, or it's normal in our society for the man to marry another woman or go outside. That is it, Ifeanyi. This is just crazy. And do you know, the amazing thing is that some of our parents even push their own children to go and do it. Go into extramarital affair because your wife cannot conceive. Because your wife cannot conceive, go ahead. Some of them even bring their son a bride. They bring their son a bride and say, this one we are sure she can conceive. This one we have taken her for prayers. They've concluded that she can conceive. So the man is being lured to extramarital affair from his own family because his wife cannot conceive. So, and because the idea of marriage is a bad child in his head, he will go about her having, to agree with what his parents or friends are telling him, because he thinks that to become a man is to have a child. To be a true father is to be able to have a child. If I am saying But the truth is that purpose for marriage needs to be made right. That is why I'm saying that people should sit down and understand themselves and discuss some of these vital issues before you follow any man and say, oh, I will marry you and will stay for the rest of our lives. See, you might not know that that rest of his life or that rest of her life that she is talking about there is children in view. There is children in view, and when 2 years, 3 years passes by and she is not having children, they begin to feel like familiar enemies. You will see this begin to stir up quarrels. Any little thing ends up in quarrel, anger, anxiety, pain, malice, fighting, all manner of things. A sweet marriage turns into a torment, turns into war, because there is absence of a child. The man no longer matters. The decisions of the man no longer makes meaning to her, because the man is having problem conceiving, impregnating her, or her decisions or her suggestion no longer matters because she's having problem conceiving. If I am saying a marriage built only about childbearing is only heading for a fall when it's not achieved. That's so true. When the view of marriage is about children, wow, you have already given room for the devil to bring in the reason why the marriage should not succeed. When your view about marriage is about children, oh, beautiful. Then you had already told your people, your wife, or the devil, or whoever, that the moment there is absence of a child in this home, this marriage will be called off. There is no marriage without a child. Who said so? Who gave that definition? Is that definition heavenly standard? Did God bring that definition into a home? Were there people in the Bible who never gave birth to children? Were they cursed? Was it that they will never inherit the kingdom of heaven? Do you think that God would throw them out of his kingdom on the last day because they were not able to conceive? Listen, children are God's heritage. So if you are having a problem conceiving, do not see yourself as being cursed. Childlessness is not a curse, and that is not a reason why you should go about having extramarital affair. Men and women are in pain today because they can't believe that the so-called Christian or a godly man that they got married to, all because of children, all because of not being able to have a child, the man has gone astray. The man has gone into extramarital affair. They can't believe that sister who used to tie her ears, who used to live like a holy sister, that they got married to thinking that she was a God-fearing woman, that all because I'm having a problem impregnating her, she has gone wild. Now I no longer matter to her. My words no longer count in her life. My love no longer counts. My everything about me no longer counts. It's meaningless. So she prefers to hang around with boys or with men who have nothing to do with her, who can take advantage of her as long as they can impregnate her. So she is open to all manner of abuse. She's open to all manner of, people, having to sex her, all because she's looking for a child. So she's ready to run to any miracle house, any miracle man who says that he is a child-giving machine or a child whatever, who has a prophecy, he has a calling to make people get pregnant. and anything he says come to pass. And before you say, you have to pay ₦1,000,000, or you have to pay 500,000, or you have to pay all manner of things, or you have to bring all manner of sacrifice. And afterwards, he's still going to have sex with you for you to be able to, have a child. And so after having sex with you, go back and have sex with your husband, then you are going to conceive. So you are being doomed and being deceived and scammed on top of ignorance. So you end up being used by all manner of people because you are looking for child. Who said that you are cursed? Yea, daughter of Zion, who said you are cursed because you did not have a child? Have you checked in the Bible where Jesus called you cursed? You are blessed of the Lord. So if you are not able to have a child, it was not your fault. Go for medical checkups. If you have gone for medical checkups and you've not been able to have children, don't see it as a reason to go into extramarital affair or to run into, all manner of things. Drinking 1 gallon of olive oil, rubbing it on your body, taking all manner of anointing oil or holy water or blood of Jesus sold by Bushiri or all manner of things, all because you're looking for children. Going into extramarital affairs, all because you're looking for children. Come on. God, Jesus made us, he made male and female, and he blessed them. Whether we like it or not everyone who is on this earth will have their own biological children. Not everybody. Take it or leave it. It's not a prophecy. Don't say, I prophesy. I did not. But that is just the truth. Some people might not be able to have children on this earth until they leave this earth. They might not be able to have children. Not because they were cursed, but because God intended it to be so. There was a reason why God wants it to be so. And listen, you don't know more than your Creator. He had a reason why he made you in that image. He made you like that. So there's nothing you can do about it. You can't change it. So the earlier, the better. The earlier you understand that, see, listen, children or no children, I am a full human. I am a full God's blessing. I am a made in image and likeness of God. I am a purpose precise. I am a full package. I am a blessing. See, until I understand this thing, the earlier I understand, the better. For not just me, but for my community, for my country, for my generation, for humanity. The earlier I become a blessing. People are running helter-skelter, seeking for all manner of ways just to get children. And thinking that, the moment I have a child, glory, I am made. Have you seen where children, just because a family had a child, they end up, those children became their doom. They went to their early graves because of children. Have you seen such scenarios where some of those children grew and become not just prostitutes, some of them became armed robbers, some of them became all manner of things and brought humiliation, brought pain, and their parents could not bear it, and they went to commit suicide. So imagine if they had stayed without a child. They would have still been worrying sick, running helter-skelter, looking for a way to have a child, as though having children is fulfillment. Having children makes them a man or a woman. That you are able to produce a sperm, or you are able to, have ovaries, or you have, eggs. That does not make you a complete human. You were already complete right from the foundation of the earth. The moment God molded man, there was completion. There was nothing left. He did not remove anything unturned. He made everyone complete. No matter how you form, the form you come into this earth, you are complete in God's eyes. So don't give me that reason that is why you are flexing around, or that is why you are just having your life, because society, you want to prove something to society, because you want to show that you can actually give birth to children. No, don't give me those reasons. That because you are looking for somebody to succeed you, that's why you are looking for a child. That's why you're going into extramarital affairs. Because somebody must succeed you. Somebody must bear your name. It's like a do or die affair. If it does not happen, I am not complete. I will not leave this earth without sowing my seed, without reproducing myself into somebody. How about you? Really, you did everything. In fact, you go about sleeping with the whole thing, everything you come across. You slept with all of them, and you never had a child, and you never had any medical problem, and you still died without having a successor. What will you do? Yeah, what will you do? Will you go to heaven and tell God, bring me back, oh, I have not finished. I did not leave anybody out there, oh. I did not leave anybody on earth, so I have a lot of money. I need to leave it to somebody, so bring me back. Let me go and continue from where I stopped. I must have a child, though, whether you like it or yes. Will you do that? Wouldn't it be foolishness? So all of these things, all of this idea is just man-made idea that makes humans look if you don't have a child, woo, you are not complete. You are not a man. You are not a woman. Who said so, for God's sake? That is why women are in pain today. Women are crying day by day. Women are crying night by night, asking God, oh God, what did I do to you? What did I do? I've gone for medical checkup. I'm not the problem. My husband is not the problem. Who is the witch? Who is that witch that wants to take over my family? Who is that wizard? Who is that person that has sworn that will not have a child? So they begin to see it as a curse. Women begin to think that somebody is after their life. Somebody is after their destiny. That's why they've not been able to have a child. You know, somebody somewhere. So they run from one miracle center, they run from one person to another, from one the sister-in-law to the daddy-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law, whatever-in-law, father, mother, whoever that can give them advice and say, you are here, you are looking for a child. Oh, you did not tell me. You did not tell me since. If you had told me long time ago, you would have had more than one child now. You would have had a lot of children now. I did it. I helped one woman. I helped the other woman. I helped the other person. I took them somewhere. That baba, then if you just bagam, if you enter that baba's shrine, if I take you that place, if you don't have a child, erase my name from your brain. Know that I don't exist. Just know that my name is not this person. My name is not that person. If you go to that person, you don't have a child, forget it. If you go to that, and the person is like, when you are in need, you foolishly, be anything that comes, you just want to embrace because you are looking for a solution. Most of them run into it. And they say, the only thing you do, before we go there, madam, you go drop something, oh. Okay, you go drop something, oh. Drop something meaningful. I know, say you get money, drop something. And you sign a check. 250,000, 300,000, 500,000, 1 million. You sign any manner of check just because you want to prove that you are a man. You want to prove that you're a woman. So they take you, tell your spouse that, sweetheart, I'm traveling, oh. There's this conference that I must attend. Anyhow, you must formulate story just to make sure you travel. You follow that person to that baba or to that whatever, just to have children. What if you go there and never return alive? What if you go there and that's the end of you? What if you go there and even becomes the worst? What? Wow. Where did all of these things come from? So I'm telling people, having or not having a children is not a curse. God did not curse anybody. He blessed every one of us. He blessed every one of us. We are made in his image and likeness. He has blessed us with heavenly blessings. So, and those blessings including reproducing. So if you are not able to reproduce, don't see yourself as being cursed. What do you need to do? Show love. Go and adopt if you have the money. Show love to the children around you. Show love to the children you see on the streets. The ones that you see on the street that they don't have parents, bring them into your house. Bring them. Take them to a registry. Take them to a nearby law firm. Register these children. Take responsibility. Show them that motherly love. Show them that fatherly love that they would have had if they probably had a parent. Pick them from the streets. Show them that love. Show them love is great. Love is the greatest. Show them that love that you would have shown to your biological children. Will your property to them. See, all of those things will be consumed by fire. All of those billions in your account will be consumed by fire. All of those properties you have scattered around the world will be consumed by fire. So when you don't have your biological children and you're thinking that, oh, because I don't have my biological children, I cannot will anything to bring in those children. Love them. Cherish them. Teach them. Will those properties to them. And go and take your heavenly reward. You are not taking all those billions to anywhere. It's just a paper. It will end here. Those properties will end here. All of it will be consumed by fire on the last day. So why don't you just show love, which is the greatest of the commandments? Show love. Instead of running from one skirt to another skirt, seeking for a way to get children, instead of running from one miracle center to another miracle center, seeking for a way to get children just to because you want to feel satisfied, or you want to feel man enough, or you want to prove something, or you want to will your properties. Instead of all of that, bring in those children who are fatherless. Bring in those children who are orphans. Show them love as Jesus would have done if he was here. And still will those things to them if possible. Be a blessing to them. Leave all of those things will be consumed. No matter how rich you are on earth today, all of those wealth will be consumed by fire on the last day. None of us will take it anywhere. So that's why I am just laughing at people when they want to use what's the word? Greed. You know, to covet, to steal, to kill people just to acquire all manner of things. I'm just laughing at their ignorance, because all of those things will be of waste at the end of the day. So why sleep with your maid? Why sleep with your sister's daughter? Why sleep with your wife's children? With your wife's sisters? All because you want to have children. Why sleep around because you want to have a child? Women, why push your husband to go and look for a way to have children if it means sleeping around? Why dividing your homes and breaking your vows? Why breaking your vows? Why living an immoral life? Why going into extramarital affair just to prove to society that you are not impotent as a man? To prove to them that you are man enough? To prove to them that you are a woman, you have a womb and you can carry a child? Why all of those trauma, all of those pain? You don't need to prove anything, woman. You don't need to prove anything, man. We are the one that just bring all manner of pain to ourselves because of what society is saying. I want Africans to adopt a culture, an idea from the white man. Do you know that some white men, whether or not they are confident and they are comfortable to have children, both male and female, they can just decide to adopt one child, and that is all. They will go into, called adopt children. They will go and adopt a child, a boy or a girl, or adopt the both. And, at the end of the day, will their properties to these children, and they are gone. They are dead and gone. It's not a big deal. They don't make children a big deal. Africans, we make having a child a big deal. And that is why we push people, we push our women, we push our men into doing all manner of things just to somebody was trying to call the messenger. So why do we have to go through all manner of things just to have children? You drink all manner of concussion. Oh my God. You drink all manner of things. You just abuse your life. You abuse your body. You abuse your body because you want to prove something. For those of you who have not gotten this book, I want to beg you to get this book. I Am a Woman, I Am a Human. It's on Amazon and it's on Okada Books. This is the latest book that I've written, and I beg you to get this book for your teenagers, for your husband, for your wife, for your neighbors, friends, family, whoever. This book is mind-blowing. It's gonna reveal a lot to everyone out there. I Am a Woman, I'm a Human is not just a book for women alone. It's a book for every human. Like, if you want to understand who you are, if you want to understand who you are as a man or who you are as a woman, you need to read this. Let your children read this book. It will redefine, the ideology or the ideas that society or you as a parent have sown into their lives that were not true. Because when the truth comes, light comes. Your children begins to feel much more worthy. Their self-esteem will increase by the illumination of truth. So I will beg you to give your children the sound knowledge of truth that will help them stand in any society they find themselves. They will stand with their head high, with their face up, with their neck up, with their face straight, because they understand who they are as a woman or as a man. So get this book if you want to better love your spouse, if you want to better enjoy your marriage, if you want to better enjoy, your family, enjoy your wife, enjoy your husband, please get them to read this book. There will be a lot of things will begin to change. Your husband will read and he will just naturally begin to do some of the things that you probably have been saying, sweetheart, I want you to do this. You've been dragging with him to do. But because it's not just coming as a command from you, but it's coming from the side of knowledge, he might embrace it. Okay, I've heard testimonies from men who read the book, and some of the things they were dragging with their wives, they just let it go. They just let it go because it's becoming clearer to them. It's becoming clearer to them. So get that book. It's on Amazon. You can get the hard copy, and you can also get the electronic copy as well. It's on Okada Books for those of us who are in Nigeria as well. So, should childlessness be the reason why people should go into extramarital affairs? No, I don't think so. That's not the reason. That's not, no matter how good it sounds, it's not a reason at all. It's not a reason at all. Abraham was pushed into extramarital affairs by his wife. You know the story. You know what happened to the bondwoman eventually. You know what happened eventually? So let's not try to, help God, or try to make God look like he's stupid for making you not to have a child. If I say in typical African society, a woman is not complete without a man in her life. And if she has one, it's not still complete without a child. and that's she does without a male. Hey, that's true. That's another table. Without a male child. Yet. Oh my God, this culture is dangerous. This is crazy. This is just crazy. I wish that people will allow truth to lighten up their hearts and lighten up their homes. I hope that this topic we are going to continue with. I'm going to go into different aspects of reasons why women and men might not be able to conceive. There are deeper truths that you're going to hear from this topic. As we continue, you're going to hear practical reasons why most men and women might not be able to have children, So, and why childlessness is not a curse. Nobody should see a childless family as a curse, and that family should not see themselves as cursed, but should embrace themselves and also, learn to love those who have children, or learn to love the children around them. And if they have the means, they can adopt children as well and show them parental love. Be the father that child never had. Be the mother that child never had. Show the love that the parent would have shown to that children. Show the parent in the love that if Jesus or if God was here practically, physically alive, and have had the opportunity to adopt that child, the kind of love he would also show to those children. So show them those love. Show them that love is more fulfilling than being depressed, cursing God, cursing your generation, cursing whoever that has not cursed you, trying to look for curses, looking for who tied you and who did not tie you, going into extra-marital affair, trying to get a second wife, having to solve second wife problems, getting all manner of diseases because you are seeking for children, and you have to put your pennies into every woman's skirt and every woman's wrapper because you want to penetrate them to have children, and you get yourself contaminated with all manner of diseases of syphilis, gonorrhea, HIV, name them, so all manner of hepatitis B. So just for God's sake, learn to embrace yourself, learn to embrace who you are, learn to embrace where God has put you, and show love, discover your purpose and fulfill it, and be a blessing to humanity, and just live your life to the fullest. And live this life. When you live this life, listen, you are not going to be less of a human in the eyes of God because you never had a child. It is not. You're not going to look less of a human. Any human being who sees you as less of a human does not have common sense. Who is it that calls what God has blessed curse? No man has the ability to curse you when God has not cursed you. No curse will work on you, because now God does not curse anyone, and curse is he that is hung on the tree for our sake. So no man can curse you because you are hid in Christ in God. Why should any man penetrate you? So you are not cursed. You are a blessing packaged. So outlive the blessing. Live out the blessing and fulfill your life and fulfill purpose here. And go take your reward. Live your beautiful life that God. Don't allow childlessness to weigh you down and depress you and make you pick quarrel. Everything that passes you by, you become angry because you are not able to have a child. So for every time you come across families that have children, your mood just change. You just change your mood all of a sudden because you are feeling incomplete. You're feeling incomplete, for God's sake. Excuse me. So you no longer have self-esteem. You're going into depression. There's so much tension, anger, feeling of disbelief. There's this denial, self-denial that's inside of you. You're thinking it's not possible anymore, because you've been this age, you have got to the menopause. You've tried all the blah, 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 blah. You are just living in all manner of man-made illusions and ideas, and you are allowing it to suppress you, and you are busy cursing and asking God and heaven, why question, running from one house to another, prayer house to another, seeking for what God had, denied you. He did it for a reason. Isolating yourself and feeling guilty, feeling lonely. Loneliness is killing you. You are dying. You are becoming obese. You are gaining too much weight because you are thinking and thinking. Even though you are not eating healthy food, you are still getting fat. Not because you are healthy inward. You are not healthy inward. You are just looking big because of loneliness, because you are thinking. You have isolated yourself and you have been depressed. So you are looking big and people are saying, wow, oh, your husband is doing a good job. He's taking care of you. Look at the way you are eating and becoming big. And they think that you are eating his money. No, that thing is not healthiness. You are not being healthy. You are dying. You are slowly dying. Your BP is rising up and down because you can't wait to have a child. You can't have a child. So you isolate yourself and you are killing yourself. Please share this video. For those of you who have not shared, I believe that this video is going to save someone's life. This video is going to be a blessing to somebody. I don't know, but I just feel it. That somebody's going to understand that not being able to have a child is not a curse. It's not a curse. So I hope by tomorrow I'm gonna be talking about some of the curses why a man might not be able to have a child and a woman might not be able to have a child, and lot of reasons out there. And so people should stop living under self-denial, under some illusions and depression and anxiety, and stop thinking that having a child is fulfillment. It could be destined by God. God might probably have destined you that you are not cursed, but you will not have a child. You will not have a child, but you are not cursed. The earlier Africans we understand it, the better we will live. A lot of burdens will be lifted off our shoulders. A lot of pains will be gone. There's going to be a relief. There's going to be a deep breath. There's going to be peace. There's going to be a lot of transformation. Something is going to take place inward. The inward part of you is going to come out relief. There's going to be so much joy that will saturate your heart. While people are in the Western world, they are in the developed countries, living their life, married for 20 years without children, and they are living their everyday life like they got married today. Their life every day is like a honeymoon. I mean, couple. A man and a woman are living a joyous life, a fulfilled life. They are spending time, investing time, building on their purpose, and living their life sweet, awesome as couples. And some other couples are there in Africa and they are dying and killing themselves. God, you must give me a child or I die. You must give me a child. I will never let you go until you give me a child. Oh my God. It's well. So thank you so much for everyone that have shared. I hope to see you tomorrow. We're going to continue from where we stopped. Don't stop sharing this video. I believe it's going to be a blessing to as many who are going to watch. So don't stop sharing. Inbox it to your friends. Share to groups, tag people, mention people's name, and just spread the news, spread the truth. Let us do away with some of these tradition and cultures that are, holding us bound from fulfilling our purpose and becoming, the real person that God has made us to be, and seeing the light and seeing the joy that God has, brought us here to come and, be to and other people and live in peace and in harmony. The joy that God has, prepared for us. Most of us are not looking that way. We are just looking to the other side because we think that something is lacking in us. We think that we are not complete. So as much as God is trying to call you to come and enjoy rest, to come and enjoy his word, to come and enjoy his peace, to come and enjoy his love, you are saying, no, I can't, I'm not seeing that because something is missing. Something is missing. No, nothing is missing, my dear. You are complete. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you for all the comments, all the shares. God bless you. For those of you who have not shared, don't forget to hit the share button. And for those of you who have not subscribed on my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Topsy Gift, TOPSYGIFT Gift. So that's the name on my Instagram, I think my Twitter as well. So my YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe. I've done a lot of videos about children, about women, men, marriage, relationship, and all that. So like I said, don't forget to buy the book. Don't forget to get this book and share the knowledge and be a blessing. You can buy it as a gift to your friend. You can buy it as a gift to a couple that is having a problem. Okay, that could be the knowledge that they might get from the book might be what more than buying them a Christmas car or a Christmas whatever clothing. You might not know what you're doing to that family by giving them this as a gift. I am a woman, I am a human by Topsy Gift. So thank you so much, guys. I do hope to see you tomorrow. So I remain my humble self, TOPSYGIFT, Topsy Gift. So see you guys tomorrow. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye.